Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to be starting a new project here. It's going to be for my 12th baby night for my army. I have a list going where I'm going to be running 12 of them. And this is, I have 11 completed so far, so this is going to be the last one. And for this last one, I decided, I'm going to spice things up a bit and use some third-party parts. So these are bits from Taro modelmaker out of the UK. And going to be this video is going to be a review of these products. The next one, part of the project, is going to be kind of mocking up the model, getting the base ready, assembling, and all that great stuff. So this is, I just want to dedicate this one video over here to these bits, and without burying the lead, very, very nice. Had a great time cleaning these things up. The cleanup process for these ones, they're made out of resin, was significantly faster actually than the Forge World stuff I've worked with. And I've this, when I order the base night for the parts of this going to be going on, will be my 5th Forge World baby night. And I've also, I've built a few Telemon dreadnoughts, some Leviathans. I surprisingly don't have anything for my Chaos now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, well, my Death Guard, but for my regular vanilla Chaos. So I've ordered, I wouldn't say a lot of Forge World, but a fair amount to get a good representation for them. And from what I've seen so far with Taro, these things, or these bits, cleaned up significantly faster than the Forge World ones. There's a few cases where I got bubbles here and there, but I happen to have lucked out, and they've been in really, really convenient spots for like a modeler. For example, this one here, we got right along the edge here, we got that bubble. But the way that this one indexes, I'm gonna try this without hitting the camera, is here it is. Fits into this pocket here and it just gets covered up. So you can't really see it. So that was super, super convenient for me. But that's been about the only real big glaring bubble I've seen in it, and the rest of it, like mold slippage or flash or anything like that, minimal, very minimal. I had some on the shield down here. Ooh, let's see here, like around the edges of it, but it cleaned up incredibly fast. It was so nice. I would recommend these parts. Obviously I haven't assembled them and painted them yet, but as of right now, from what I'm seeing, the quality of it, this stuff got here super fast. Like I live in the U.S. on the West Coast and ordered from the UK, and even during the Corona lockdown and everything, these bits got here super fast. So shipping was great. Processing, no problems. Got the product, everything went together real quick, and it's been really, really hassle free is the correct sales term I'm going for in dealing with this particular vendor and getting the bits. So what I got over here is the Thunder Hammer, and the most difficult part cleaning, hit the camera, was right down here across, but again, it was so incredibly fast. I got all of these things cleaned up, washed, and ready to go in practically no time. Now, this isn't all the parts I got. I've doubled up on the arm kit, so I do have I have 2 of the replacement shoulder bits, 2 of the arms. So I have one that's going to be holding the hammer, one's going to be holding the shield. So this is a little bit more than half of what I've ordered from them. So with the replacement the arm, there we go. Actually, let's get all of the stuff out of the way that you don't get in that particular kit. I'll get all that stuff off the screen. So when you order it, you're going to be getting the section that fits into the shoulder. This is the not necessarily the elbow itself, but kind of the form right in front of the elbow. This is the section here that's going to be let's see here, so meeting into the arm like that, and then this part will index into here, and then as shown earlier, that part clicks into there. And you definitely have a lot of finger options, so if we want to make something like closed fist, open fist, partially closed, partially open, that's fine. Oh, this section here, indexes off the back, you know, boom, like right, let's see here, right there. So super easy on this one, great stuff, minimal amount of parts, kind of intuitive. Didn't make this part overly complicated, which I enjoyed. So, like the Forge World one is just like this is so much easier. You can just articulate where you want that to go. The Forge World one, you know, you got an open part here, there, and then that bolt fits through, cross pin there, and then you have to insert the section here. It's just a lot of complication and a lot of parts that don't need to be there. So I'm really glad the design for it was pretty straightforward. Because the other one is it's just such a pain to deal with, especially with models that don't have a lot of like really dynamic, big articulation, which you can do with these ones and these bits. They do lend itself a lot, but the oh god, I always butcher the pronunciation of this, even though I own like 4 of them. The moists. There we go. The baby moists. Oh, that sounds fucking horrible. I'm never saying that again. I'm sorry, guys. But for the arm and the hand articulation parts, great. Really enjoying those ones. Then I got the replacement shoulder bits, which these ones assemble like so, because I'm gonna use these ones for the other bits here, and I'll use the ones that actually come in the kit in case I decide to take my 12 Baby Knight list to any sort of event where they don't allow third-party parts, so I can still show up and have a lot of fun. But got 2 of those. Also got the torso extension, which is great. They put the big chunk of mold flashing here, which it sits inside, and you're never going to see it. So I wasn't too keen on there we go, on making that perfect. But everything else was great, and this will allow a little bit more articulation of the torso, so we can get some dynamic hammer swinging going on. Replacement helm. Truth be told, there's nothing wrong with the one that is supplied with the Forge World kit. I just figured while I'm ordering it, I'll get something different. Let me get my finger out of the way, but probably just hold it like that. There we go. But super nice on this one. I do like it. Then of course, you know, we get the Storm Shield and the Thunder Hammer. Let me get all the stuff out of the way. We'll do here, and we'll do one of there. So just kind of like a size comparison, because these things are it's kind of hard to get scale on the store, just because everything's to scale with the knights. So I figured I'd bring out some other stuff that people have. So this is next to a Primaris Marine. Actually, let's do one of those. So very big. First generation Marine. Got this one. Someone gave it to me, so I'm debating on how I should rescue it, because I could just paint it in the rest of my colors, or I could do something different with it. I don't know. I already have a sorcerer. Actually, I have 4 sorcerers, so I don't know if I necessarily need another one. But I'm getting sidetracked, and no one came here to hear about my my sorcerer's problem. And then we got a Tau battle suit. Now, I was debating on using this for the basing material for the next night. So this guy was going to be, you know, laying on the ground, not necessarily this pose. I mean, he articulated, and he would have his foot on his chest, with a hammer, you know, like raised up, getting ready to strike. And then I sort of mocked it up on the base of the model, and it was super busy. It looked like there was a lot of things competing. The actual basing material itself was drawing a lot of attention downward. There was the Storm Shield, which I'm going to use the face plates, or the extra face plates from my Knights kits, paint them up in different household schemes, and then have them looped and chained across the front. So I had that mocked up. And it was a lot of competition for the eye. Everything looked like it was all competing, and there was really no focal point of the model. If I like raised it up, put it on a plinth, and made a diorama out of it, and actually spent a ridiculous amount of time painting it, that would be one thing. But this is going to be just tabletop ready, and just do a whole bunch of games. So I think I'm going to 86 the Tau battlesuit concept from the bottom, have a more kind of static, ominous pose with the thunder hammer. Put some lightning or thunder effects on the tip of the hammer. Again, the trophies on the shield, and the other reason why it was going to be let's see here, kind of an issue. And I'm not sure if I like the tubing on this. I probably was just going to replace it with some like power glows, like on the or something. I was going to bump the conversion beamer to the top of the carapace. Actually, let me just pull the baby in. There we go. Oh, we are competing for planes of focus here. Conversion beamer is going to be on top like so. Thunderhammer was going to be over here. And then shield was going to be over here. And then we add in the Tau battlesuit on the bottom. It didn't look all that well. So what I think I'm gonna do for that idea is I'm not gonna scrap it entirely. I keep stabbing myself with my brushes off the side. Is I do want to get something for my. You were just standing still a little bit ago. There we are. Probably something going for my Chaos Army, like a Khitan Battle Reaver, maybe a Greater Brass Scorpion, and incorporate a Butchered Tau model into the base. I think that would be a little bit more appropriate. So that is what got going on with the bits and kind of the mock-up and where we're going. So a little bit of a lead-in into part 2. But in a couple days, I'm going to be placing the order for the Forge World Knight. We're going to get that in. And I guess the internet does need another video on how to deal with Forge World resin. So I'll do how I do it and how I clean that one. So should be loads of fun. Anyway, so what kind of spurred this project on is due to lockdown and all that great stuff. My pile of shame is down to 2 models, and I don't know why, but I got this huge feeling of dread of me finishing my pile of shame. And that's the goal that everyone wants to get to, is like it's like finish painting all your models before you buy any new ones. Like that is the meme, that is the goal. But it just, I don't know. I'm 2 models away, like even right now, and what I'm doing is I'm like, well, if I finish these, I'll have nothing to do and nothing to paint. I've kind of gotten the process of sitting down and painting between about 10 o'clock at night and about 1 o'clock in the morning. So about 3 hours. And the reason why I have such a weird painting schedule is I got a 18-month at home, so I'm having to paint around their schedule. So she goes down for the night, have about an hour and a half to kind of spend with wife, and then she goes to sleep, and then I stay up for 3 hours and paint. So I'm cranking through and I'm burning through a lot of stuff, and I've been doing that consistently. I've been painting almost every single night for like the last year, cranking through. I've gotten a lot of stuff done, but getting down to 2 models, and now I'm doing this thing like, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to paint? I'll have nothing to do. And then I start getting a little neurotic and going through my other armies, and like, well, maybe I could just go back and touch up one of my old armies. And I was like, oh God, that is not a great cycle to get into. Maybe it is best to have a small pile of shame and something to do, rather than constantly going back and nitpicking your own work and just being, entering some sort of weird downward spiral. So, I was like, I'm just going to start up another night, and that'll keep me occupied for a bit. And then, I don't know what to do then. My brother-in-law did gift me his Sisters of Battle armor, the old metal one, so I guess I could strip paint those, but then I'm backing into another army, and there's another army. That's I guess a discussion for another video that has absolutely nothing to do with the third-party bits they were here to review. So without getting too lost in the sauce and derailed. If you've stuck around this far, you already know my opinions on it. But just to recap, would I recommend these products? Absolutely. So far, what I'm seeing, were they easy to clean? Yes. Was it easy to deal with the vendor? Yes. Would they get repeat business from me? Yes. I'd buy more parts. So that's kind of the definitely the long of it. But so part 1 of the project, third-party bits came in. Part 2 is going to be the Forge World Knight, and then assembling and then painting and all that great stuff. So hope you guys will stick around for that. And I'll see you all in the next video.